This is Singapore Airlines first class. Usually super expensive, but today I'm flying it for the cheapest price possible. And the real question is the cheapest first class on SQ really worth it? When people hear cheap and first class in the same sentence, something feels wrong. Like, is this still the real first class experience? Or is this the budget version nobody talks about? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what you will get. From check-in, to lounge, to the seat, to the food, and whether this is secretly the smartest way to fly Singapore Airlines first class, or something you should avoid. Alright, let's start the journey. I almost forgot there's a dedicated check-in for first class customers. Well, there are so many staff waiting for first class passengers. I feel very nervous. I feel like I don't deserve this. First class check-in? Okay, thank you. That's it. It almost looks like a lounge. Hello, checking in? Hey, checked in. That was honestly the smoothest check-in ever. I mean, there's no people in the first place, but they have 4 check-in counters. It doesn't feel like the typical check-in counter because you're both sitting together, and it almost feels like a hotel check-in. And everything here feels so expensive and atas. Even got water too. Okay, I just finished immigration and now we are inside. Basically, they make immigration super seamless because you just have to go outside the room and it's already there. I just noticed I'm invited to SilverKris Lounge, the private room. Sounds super exciting. So the biggest question, where am I flying and how much did I pay? I'm flying to Jakarta, Indonesia for the first time. And the cash price for this ticket, 2,165 Singapore dollars for a one-way 1 hour 50-minute flight. What am I doing? Yeah, it's crazy. It's the cheapest first class, but it's still very expensive. For comparison, my usual option, which is Scoot, costs about $40. That's more than 50 times the price. But luckily, I have some miles, so instead of paying $2,000, I redeemed it with 32,000 miles plus $65 in tax. Alright, so far we saw a dedicated check-in counter, but what else do we get? There's a money changer behind me, but I'm going to give it a miss because I have my Revolut Metal card with me. Great news, the first 200 signups using my link or my QR code will receive $50 after spending once. If you don't know, Revolut is an all-in-one financial app with over 70 million users that helps you spend in over 150 countries. It's been a game changer for traveling because no more visiting physical money changers. You can exchange and even lock in favorable rates directly in the app. And they've recently improved currencies like Indonesian rupiah, Vietnamese dong, Korean won, and Chinese yuan. Then when you spend, just use your physical card or your virtual card and it auto converts at great rates. If you're using a normal credit card, they usually charge a currency conversion fee. They charge normally 1 to 3% and that adds up. But with Revolut, no hidden fees, great exchange rates, it's a game changer. Again, the first 200 signups will get $50 cash back. This is insane. You just have to download the app and spend once and you get it. The last 2 times we did this promo, it vanished instantly. So make sure you do it right now before you continue the video. Alright, let's hit the lounge. It really is first class lounge. I'm super nervous. Hello. Wow. Honestly, I'm quite mind blown. It's so luxurious. So there's a bar counter. It's beautiful. Some expensive wines, a phone booth, a playroom, a meeting room, and I guess this is the main dining area. Oh yes, this is the buffet area. Even got beer. So how does the bar work? I can just go there and drink.
Actually, the bar closed now.
It's closed now. Okay.
Anything you want to order, we can try to make it.
Oh, like even cocktails.
Cocktail, coffee.
Oh wow, the automated beer. Over there. Oh, okay. Wow, thank you so much. The service is excellent. I wish I knew more about wine, but I think these are all, it should be premium, right? Got some whiskeys as well. And at the first class lounge, they don't just serve normal oolong. They serve oolong prestige. Here's the coffee maker, and of course got TWG. now I'm at the buffet corner. There's sushi. It looks pretty good too. The cheese plate looks beautiful. There's salads, there's fruits. I see Western, Chinese, Indian, and the ice creams are moving big. Oh, this difficult to choose. These are all small size. This is gonna be the size.
Yeah, this is the
okay.
normal size. If you want smaller sizes, you can order. You can request also.
Oh,
so
wow,
that
that's
you
great.
can try.
Yes, I would love to. Okay, can I get the small size of the satay, also the chai tao kueh, and also the emperor sprout? I feel pretty overwhelmed already. Cheers. Thank you so much. I think the biggest difference between business is that they bring the food to you in first class. And of course, the ambience is just so relaxed. I'm loving it already. Now today this lounge access is included because I'm flying first class. But realistically, most of the time we are not flying first class. And that's where something like Revolut Metal comes in handy. As a Metal user, you get discounted airport lounge access for up to 10 people, including yourself. Which is actually great if you're traveling with your families and friends, especially on budget airlines. Because instead of waiting at the crowded gate area, you can relax in a proper lounge. Alright, my laksa and vegetables have arrived and it looks beautiful. Cheers! Next up, their signature laksa. That's good stuff. Next, satay. Are you kidding me? That's one of the best I've had. Next up, carrot cake. That's excellent. Smoky, flavorful. Next round, I got some wines and cheese, ham, and sushi. Whoa, nice wine. However, I'm worried about the sushi. ちょっと日本人としてここはちょっと厳しめにいきますね。100点。Next is the XO fried rice with crab. It's really restaurant quality. Fluffy rice, a lot of sweet crab meat. Next up, roti prata. Wow, it's so crispy and fluffy. Oh my gosh. To finish off, I got some desserts and kopi. It's insane how comfy this place is. Yeah, I'm at the gate and I came too late. Everybody boarded already because I wanted to holiday in, when they call for first class passengers, I want to, raise my hand and, go walk like a VIP, Hi, 1F.
Hi, once again, welcome back.
Thank you.
Right.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This is not no overhead compartment. Everything
okay.
can put it under.
Oh, is it? Wow. How long is the flight going to be?
1 hour and 15 minutes.
1 hour 15 minutes. Oh, okay. My first time encountering this. I don't know if this applies for all aircraft, but this one don't have overhead compartment for first class, so I can put it here. Pretty convenient. Starting off from our welcome champagne. Cheers. But come on, check out the seat. Super spacious. なんか古い感じはするかな? So there are only 4 first class seats. I got 1F, which is facing the windows at the right. It only takes 1 hour 15 minutes to go to Jakarta, and again, I paid $2,000 equivalent in miles for this. だから元を取るために頑張ります. So the question is, why is there a first class seat in such a short flight? I did some research and apparently the plane already has first class installed. So that's why it stays here, even for short flights. そして隣にはなんか石油王みたいな人がいます. And Singapore to Jakarta is one of Southeast Asia's most busy corporate travel routes. So some companies will book this seat for diplomats, executives, government officials, and VIPs like me. So premium demand is actually pretty high.
And I understand that you booked the cruise.
Yes, I did. The cabin crew brought me the menu and it's written here, first class. Wow. But I ordered the cook the book. Cook the book.
Oh yeah.
I pre-ordered something called Book the Cook. There are so many items you can choose from, but these menus are more like the default options. I might order if I'm still hungry after my meal. You can choose from seafood horfun, chicken balotin, whatever that is, and simir daging. Guys, the nuts. The only atas nuts. And the flavor, super nice. See, no peanuts. Because peanuts, those are for peasants. And now they are starting their new safety video. なんか前のやつの方が評判がいいみたいですね。ネット見てると。Alright, how about a seat tour? First of all, plenty of leg space. I can put my legs here or even here. And recently I'm gaining a lot of weight, so it's important to have plenty of space here at the weights. And see, I got so much space. Here is the remote. I can use this to control my screen I have in the front. I can hang my headphones here, I didn't get the headphones yet. Oh, it's probably here. Yes! Ooh. I think these are different from what you can get at business class. It says and bowl. Let me test the quality. Wow. First of all, the noise cancelling and the sound quality. Can I bring this home? You can turn on the lights here. Definitely trying the seat reclining feature. And on the right are USB-C charging outlets. The screen is pretty big, and next to it, I think I can try to open this. I also found a HDMI outlet. Can I actually connect my computer to the screen? Also have the standard plug. Overall, it does feel a bit old, but I like it. It's very functional. The service excellent, and we are about to take off. Wow, I didn't know there's a movie catalog just for suites and first class passengers. Oh, yo, they have Chainsaw Man. でもぶっちゃけ今のところ S q のビジネスクラスと大差ない気がする So I hope it gets even better than this. I'm not even sure if I will even have the time to test the reclining. Maybe I can do it now. Go. Oh. Is it working? I'm not really sure. I don't think it's working. But it might be because I have my table out. Starting out from the tuna salad. Tastes pretty fresh. Charred on the outside, raw and tender in the inside. Next, let's try the wine. Full bodied, I like it.
It's like garlic bread.
Just get one of this, please.
One of this, sure.
Yes.
I will have more garlic bread and I'll come back with more in a while.
Thank you so much. I love their garlic bread. So garlicky. Sad news, guys. I am very full, but I'm going to remind myself how much this flight costs because again, I need to make the most out of it. It's $2,000. Alright, so I got the beef cheek. Look at how beautifully plated this is. Oh, it just falls apart. I don't even need a knife. That's good. Super tender. I love how there are so many types of veggies. Roasted tomatoes, carrots, asparagus, broccolini. I personally like it a bit more saucy, but overall I think it's very decent. And I have to mention the service because in first class and business class, service matters a lot. The crew, she's constantly pouring wine for me. I had to tell her to stop because これ以上酔いたくないですからね. But honestly, the food presentation and quality feels similar to the long haul business class tickets. Maybe it's different for long haul first class flights, I'm not sure. It's good, but there's not much difference. And for dessert, I'm having panna cotta and I'm pairing it with the port wine. Oh, that's so nice, sweet and deep. Wow, that's so creamy, not too sweet. Great with my port wine. Alright, it's time for the toilet tour. This is my view. Honestly, not so big. Probably just slightly bigger than economy class. But you not only have one mirror, you have a second one, and a third one here. No fancy amenity like shower, but who needs that? You know, it's only 1 hour to get to Jakarta. Here is the sink, soap, and usually they hide some toothbrush. Wow, it looks atas, huh? There's also shaving foam, razor, wet wipes, and over here we have a little perfume, body lotion, and facial mist. Overall, a cozy, nice toilet. Alright, so they are already preparing to land, but remember, I have one thing I have to check. It's the reclining. Alright, let's see if it works now. It's not working. Does the reclining work?
But this one can only go on.
Oh, I was pressing the wrong one. Okay, over here. Okay, I can do it. Thank you so much. I was pressing here, but it's supposed to be here. Oh, yes. It's coming. I didn't have enough time for a movie, so I listened to Disney music utilizing my high-end headphones, and shortly after, I started to see Jakarta.
Guys, see again.
Thank you. Welcome to Jakarta. I'll talk about my final conclusion about the flight after I check it. I booked a very atas hotel, Ritz Carlton, because it was surprisingly very affordable. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for picking me up. Alright, this is my friend's friend, and you are Indonesian, huh? 100%.
Chinese Indonesian 100%.
Thank you for coming. Huh?
First impression in Jakarta is the jam.
I heard it's really jammed. So here are what I want to do in Jakarta. 1, experience a nice hotel because I can finally escape my baby. Just kidding. 2, experience the city and visit some cool spots. 3, try authentic Indonesian cuisine. So I want to try food in Singapore that's actually originated in Indonesia, because I love Malay food in Singapore, but I didn't realize a lot are actually from here. I want to try the original and see how it compares. And the first cuisine has to be... First, we are trying nasi padang and beef rendang. Terima kasih.
Some Indonesian people like to eat this
Cracker
cracker.
with the nasi padang.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting, huh? Oh, really?
they name white cracker.
Oh, okay, I try.
This is only Indonesian.
Only Indonesia. Yeah, I think Singapore don't have it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm having nasi padang. It's now a staple in Singapore, but it's originally from Indonesia, specifically West Sumatra. Famous dishes like rendang, paru, bigadil come from there. Alright, let's dig in. It looks absolutely beautiful, and my first bite will be the beef rendang. Look at that. Itadakimasu. Whoa, the spice, wow, very strong. Super aromatic and flavorful. The sauce is outstanding. I can't talk anymore. Very spicy too. After trying this, I think Singapore's version will feel a bit more suppressed, you know, more light compared to this. This is so full-bodied, full of aroma. The locals like to eat it with the little crackers. Eat like this, okay?
No, you eat the rice, you bite.
You bite. Eat rice, then bite. Let me try the curry chicken. I love it. It feels so authentic. So rendang is hugely popular in Singapore and Malaysia, but it's originally from West Sumatra. In fun fact, it's listed as Indonesia's intangible cultural heritage.
Nasi Padang, the Padang name. It's the capital city of West Sumatra.
So much spice that my sweat can't stop stopping. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next we are eating satay. It is super local, like a roadside, almost like a food park. Lots of different types of stalls. I see kueh, fried tofu, popiah, and we're trying that stall. Oh, they're cooking it the traditional way.
Yeah.
Charcoal.
So you want the meat or the intestine?
This intestine satay?
Yeah.
I've never seen that in Singapore. Yeah, can I get both? Alright, satay time. So the word satay actually originated in Java, Indonesia. But man, I'm having a huge culture shock because this doesn't look like the satay you could get in Singapore at all. I mean, I love how they use banana leaf, but look at how it's drenched with, I think it's the peanut sauce, and the ingredients also unique. So there's beef meat, beef small intestines, and beef tongue. It's a huge culture shock for me. Let's taste it. Cheers. It's so different. Have you tried satay in Singapore?
No.
It's very different. First of all, I love the sauce. It's peanut sauce, but a lot of the starch. It's very rich. Not peanut. Also, there's red chili, shallots, garlic, ginger, turmeric, galangal, coriander, cumin, white pepper, and salt. It's very, very savory, spicy, and wow, it tastes so good. I love the sauce. これは驚いた. Wow, I really wish this is more obtainable in Singapore because man, I'm addicted to this. And the intestines taste super clean. How do I say delicious in Indonesian?
Enak.
Enak. There are two types of satay in Indonesia. The first one I already tried. It's mainly beef, and the next one is chicken. This one also charcoal. While waiting for the satay, can I ask you like how it's like living in Indonesia, in Jakarta?
Indonesia people is kind. That's the most what make me living in Indonesia is so comfort.
That's so sweet. But would you say it's very busy or?
Yeah.
I feel it,
Yeah,
especially
very
the
busy.
jam.
Yeah, because living cost in, especially in Jakarta, living cost is very high. Almost same or bit lower than Singapore living cost.
Are you
In
serious?
Jakarta. The porridge we passed before, one portion is about $3. Just porridge, no chicken, no fish, no, just porridge.
That's like Singapore price, huh?
Do you know martabak?
Yeah, Singapore also have the curry, right? The Indian, is it?
No, this is an Indian. This is sweet martabak, chocolate, peanut, some sweet things.
Another culture shock.
Milk.
Really?
Milk also.
Milk? Ah?
Oh, okay.
So different from Singapore. Terima kasih. So this one's chicken. I can immediately tell the sauce is different, but this one also drenched. Sweeter, peanut sauce. Wow. This one more familiar, but again, so saucy. Slightly more spicy than the typical ones you can get in Singapore. Wow, so good. The sauce is unbelievable. You know, it's so complex, so much flavor. Alright, this thing. Police checking my luggage with the dog. Lucky I never bring my durian. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Check-in, please. Yes. OMG, I cannot believe I'm staying here. Again, it's Ritz-Carlton, and once you walk in, it feels like I stepped into a palace. Then they gave me this blue fancy welcome drink. I had no idea what it was. Even the elevator, it feels like they used marble from the dinosaur era. So before talking about my flight experience, why not we do a hotel tour? So while I do the tour, guess how much I paid? Because I thought it was a great deal. So this is the view when you enter. Left, we have the little wardrobe area, which I'm not gonna use at all. Toilet, mini bar, and the bedroom. Let's start from the mini bar. I'm not gonna touch this because I don't know if it costs money or not. Coffee looks pretty basic. Oh, but they have espresso capsules. The water looks a bit basic for Ritz-Carlton. After passing the walk-in closet, here we have a very spacious bathroom. Of course, it is total 2 sinks, expensive looking amenities. Oh, bathtub hakken. At the Jipunglong, this is a huge plus. And then over here we have the shower. And over here is the bedroom. ここで仕事ができて、で、ベッドがここ. I don't know if you can see the view, but this is, I heard it's the CBD. Yeah, overall I think it's pretty nice. I can tell it's quite old, but I like it. So I'm a simple guy. I usually like to stay at cheap places. But when I was browsing hotels, I found Ritz-Carlton and it was incredibly affordable. So I paid 279 Singapore dollars, including breakfast for one night. By the way, Tokyo Ritz for the same date and room costs more than quadruple. So very affordable for Ritz-Carlton. So the big question is, was the cheapest first class flight on SIA worth it. And my conclusion is it's probably okay as an experience if you have a lot of disposable income. The seat itself didn't really impress me. I found it quite similar to long-haul business class flights, but I can tell the wine selection is better and the service also much better. But a first class experience it's not just about the flight. It starts from arriving at the airport. You have like a private butler guiding you to the dedicated first class check-in counter, and after immigration you get to enter a lounge that's only available to first class passengers. And oh man, I loved the lounge. I had so many great food, plenty of wines to drink, and the food quality was very high. It's such a premium experience having somebody bring the food to you and being able to enjoy at such a calm, polished environment. Alright, flight review done. So I'm taking the Scoot flight back home to Singapore tomorrow evening. Yes, I said Scoot, no more budget. But I have a few things I want to do in Jakarta. First, I want to feel the energy of Southeast Asia's youngest country. The median age here is around 29. Where Singapore is like 42. I'm sure there are skyscrapers everywhere and I can feel the bustling energy. And I also want to try more food available in Singapore that's actually from Indonesia. I'm gonna shower and chill and see you guys tomorrow morning. Alright, it's time to start day 2. But before that, if you want to stay at this hotel, please know that it's quite dated. Some amenities like the water bottles and soap and shampoos doesn't feel that luxury. So maybe that's the reason why it's quite affordable compared to other Ritz-Carlton. But the service is very nice. I have something very important to do after I arrive. Alright, instantly connected. Revolut's eSIM function is available in 100 plus countries. It's easy to set up and super convenient. Okay, let's check out. Terima kasih. Okay, welcome to CBD. I wanted to visit one of the busiest areas in Jakarta to get the feel of the young, bustling energy. And this place is really, really developed. Very clean, so many high-rise buildings and so many bluebird cars. I'm Singaporeanized enough to understand what it means, but I will not say it because my channel is family friendly. So I'm at the Pacific Mall and I'm guessing this is one of the most luxurious malls in Jakarta. It really has no difference compared to like Ion, Jewel in Singapore. In fact, it feels more luxurious than those malls. Many luxury brands like Rolex, Louis Vuitton, and the interior is extremely clean and sophisticated. Before exploring, I am hungry, which means okay, lunchtime at Cafe Betawi. So many local cuisines here and so many I'm familiar of. Again, I want to try food in Singapore that's originally from here. So there are many offices around here, so a lot of salarymen and they're really, really young. I can feel this we are building something together vibe. いや、本当に若い人が多い。年老いた人はタクシーのおっちゃんぐらいですかね。I'm starting out from Ayam Penyet, one of my favorite things to get in Malaysia. And again, I thought it's from Malaysia, but it's not, it's from Indonesia. Specifically, Surabaya, East Java. Penyet means smashed or flattened, which refers to chicken, and it serves with fiery red sambal. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, the chicken is tender too. Cheers. This is unbelievable. Spicy, crispy, juicy, and the sauce. The sambal sauce is just so amazing. It's not just spicy, there's depth to it. It's slightly sweet, slightly acidic, and when you coat the chicken with these crispy bits, it becomes really, really addictive. Wow, this is one of the best ayam penyet I've ever had. Alright, next up I'm trying laksa betawi. This is Indonesia's version of the laksa. This is so interesting because it looks so different. The color is more yellowish. I see mint on the top and bits of chicken, I believe. Cheers. Whoa! The flavor is very heavy on coconut milk. It's less complex than Singapore's version because there's no chili. Let me try the noodles. Oh, it's the same beef food. So it picks up the soup really well. It's interesting how it's so different, right? The ingredients also, no prawns like Singapore's. It's mainly chicken, and I love the mint leaves. Very refreshing. And I also see lontong, which is rice, and it goes so well with the soup. If they put this in carlton laksa, I'm gonna go crazy. So price-wise, this is 55k rupiah, which is around like 4 Singapore dollars. And I believe this is more of a high-end place. So if you go to a local place, I think something like this should cost below half. Alright, I ordered one last dish because I'm greedy and I'm a pig. And this is called empal goreng, honey spiced fried beef. I've never seen something like this in Singapore, and check out how tender the beef is. It's covered in fried things. Cheers. It's really sweet. Like, I literally taste the honey. They made me dip it in their sambal sauce. It's nice and chao-chou. Wow, I found sushi roll. Even got ipudo. Yeah, Jakarta no hatten guai sugoi desu ne. I mean, I'm probably only looking at a very small area, but I think a lot of my, especially my Japanese viewers, are shocked how developed Jakarta is, because a lot have this impression that Indonesia is just very behind. Yeah, this is an eye-opener for me. Again, super clean, very luxurious feel. I'm enjoying it. There's no pork, only chicken and beef.和食多いけど、クオリティはもしかしたら微妙なのかもしれない。And what I found might shock many Singaporean viewers. Yes, TWG. There are actually many more Singaporean things. We namki chicken rice, even got yakun. Who knew yakun was so international? Huh? I feel very proud. I found a restaurant called Salmon Noodle. This is how it looks. 悪くはないんだろうけど、なんかちょっと食べたくない。You know, another culture shock in Jakarta? I think it's quite funny, it's quite cute. Behind me are some salarymen, and you see one of them wearing a kebaya, which is a traditional attire, and actually a lot of the people wear kebaya. I think it works as an office wear in Jakarta. Alright, next up, let's get some coffee. How much does a coffee at an Atas Mall cost in Jakarta? Let's find out. Okay, I got my flat white. The coffee looks beautiful, and the interior of this cafe also beautiful. Oh, wow. This coffee is really good, very deep, very well balanced. And the price is 45,000 rupiah, which is about $3.40 in SGD. 多分インドネシアの物価考えたらめちゃくちゃ高いです。But wow, I think if you want the same quality, same ambience in Singapore, it's gonna cost at least 3-4 times. I'm still amazed at how developed and clean Jakarta is. I have some interesting statistics. The population is 11 million, and even more in Greater Jakarta with 35 million plus. And that makes it the second largest urban city next to Tokyo. The scale is really unbelievable. And it has a huge Gen Z population, so it means that it will even get bigger perhaps. Jakarta actually has produced many unicorns like Gojek and Traveloka, so I'm really excited for the future. And there's one last thing I have to do in Jakarta. It's very important. Alright, time to go home. I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed Jakarta in such a short time. Again, it's huge, it's young, the food is excellent, and what I enjoyed the most is I think it's the people. People here are warm, kind, polite. I had zero bad experience, even at restaurants. I know a lot of you love to travel to Japan and Thailand and all that, but why not you change it up a bit? If you've never been to Jakarta, consider it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Again, don't forget to check out Revolut. I always bring it when I travel overseas. It's a game changer. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, guys. Jipung Landau. Yeah, goodbye.